Grand Rising, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Here in this one, I want to talk about control and how it's always been a part of, I don't want to say actually our lives because they don't have control over me. They wish they had. But like the bots, the PCs, and how you call it? The organic portals around you guys. I remember every time, when I was young, I used to have like these people who would come up, of these bots who used to come up to me, try to coerce me in going to a church or a building. And I'm gonna give you key examples of how everything here is about control. If it's not for your body, it's definitely for your mind. And the second one is the worst, because your body, at least you can take care of and do things. Your mind also, but it's a little bit more complex. Because the brain is a computer actually, and the body is something you can work out, do other things, but your mind is a little bit more difficult to train. So yeah, guys, I remember this guy, trying to how should I say it, to get me to go to this church. And I remember then when I went to that place, to that church, after a while I wasn't interested anymore, and you won't believe it, guys, I had a big hassle in getting away from that church, and I was in my teenage years, guys. You're naive sometimes, even if you have a soul, we all make mistakes, but I remember them putting my name there, and I was like, but why do you want me to put my name here so badly? They wanted me to be registered. Not only me, others, but obviously I'm going to talk about me, right? So I remember it took my matrix dad to really go with me there. We went on the bicycle there, and it was a big, huge conversation. Almost led to a verbal fight, And I remember my father telling them, hey, listen, he's my son. If I say I want you to take his name out, there should be no discussion. Why is this even taking so long? Take the name out, please. And my father's actually, Matrix father is actually, to be honest, very eloquent. He's not a violent guy, a violent man. But he got angry because, okay, even though it's a Matrix, but yeah, they do care about the children, I think. So I understand his aggravation, and finally, my name got taken off and I was released, I remember going to, this was when I was 16, 15, going to a Jehovah's Witnesses meeting. And I remember, man, I just went one time out of politeness because I knew the family, they were like Surinamese, South American. And man, guys, I tell you, I made a big mistake by giving my number and those things, to them. These, and my address back at the time, I was living with my parents, so yeah. They used to come there, ring the door, hey, where is this guy? I won't say my real name here, but where is Molitiam, Ask about me the whole time. And then I was thinking, this is a cult. I cannot get rid of them. What's going on here? And you feel this anxiety and pressure. You feel like they're about to do something to you, You can't get rid of these people. And this, guys, is everything here around you, man. That's why I chose a job where I don't have to be with people a lot, Yeah, people, just for the sake of the argument, people a lot. I like work autonomous. I do not have like office setting. I used to do that. Now what I do, I just pick my job and I'll be autonomous, outside doing my own thing. And I like it this way, because in this way, I don't get to interact with a lot of them, because I told you, even if they're not irritating you immediately, this is a great point, because I thought that they only could lose off of you when they get on your nerves, but that's not true. Only standing next to you, guys, you gotta understand, this is a quantum happening here, Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. They're standing in your field, stealing your energy. That's why they want to get close to you. That's why every time, I told you guys, when I'm somewhere and I start to notice they start to get around me, I just move. And it's not that I'm running, guys. Stop looking at this like I have to have the last word. It's an ego thing. I'm the man. You're the only one losing. Just go away from that. It doesn't take away from your manhood. You're not fleeing. You're being smart. Because they want you to have that attitude. Oh, fuck it, I'm not afraid, and I'm going to stand there. Who do they think they are? No, guys, they're winning by you behaving like that. If they're circling you, like what you see in a crop, just walk away from them. And immediately the energy stealing stops. I remember, in Dragon Ball, you had this character, his name was Moro. He was a planet eater and energy absorber. And Goku and Vegeta tried to fight him with brute force, and they ended up getting their behinds tossed. You know why? Because if it would grab you, it would steal your energy. So they ended up defeating him by attacking him, fleeing, attacking him, synchronized together, and then they managed to defeat him. This is exactly the same with the bots. The moment they stand next to you, just move. And if it's like a full, sometimes we cannot escape it. If you're in a full train, yeah, it is what it is. But what you can do afterwards is that you then at home meditate, compensate, for the energy they took. This is how you defeat these suckers, But don't let them come in your biofield. They're corrupted. Do you not notice when they stand next to you, you already start to get they're not even saying that they get on your nerves. It's because in the spirit world, they're stealing your energy, literally. I move every time. And I got good news. This week, I have a new bicycle. So these are the last days I'm be entering a metro, unless I have to go to another city. I don't feel like cycling there till that place. That's different. But like in the city I'm in, I'm only going to use like bicycle. That avoids a lot of interaction with them, guys. Because all that stuff, standing in the metro, all those things, it steals your energy on the long run, So yeah, guys, this is everything has to do here about control. And remember about me talking about the, how should I say it, about the backstabbing. I was just looking before I left the house at the Joe Budden podcast. And I was looking at how he and Matt Hoffa used to be friends. And now that Matt Hoffa lost the shop and has no lights there, his so-called buddy Joe Budden is mocking him, laughing at him. But in the past, they used to use each other, because they're both big names, whether you like it or not, to get views. One reached 1 million subscribers and the other one is almost there, or is there also. And now that that happened, what do you think happened? They backstab each other. And they backstab because now they have what they want. Typical organic portal behavior. Those two are not NPCs. Eh? That's a clear example. This is organic portal behavior. They befriend you, quote unquote, and I stab a big knife in your back or in your throat, That's why I stay away from them as much as possible. That's why I'm happy with the job that I have. I don't need to be interacting with them every day. Like now, I'm going to go there. I don't need to see them. I just going to do my job now. This is paradise, guys, where you don't need to be in a setting with them. And I'm telling you, I could actually have more money if I was to work in an office. But then you know what will happen there. Within the first week, remember, they know who you are in 15 seconds, half a minute best. And from that moment, the mind games start, because they hate you. I told you. But those are the NPC won't bother you. It's the organic portal who will start to target you. These are the soulless people. So, yeah, guys, let me tell you, give you tips on what you can do. Stop telling people your plans. Stop giving people ideas, because sometimes it's your idea and now they're the ones making the millions while it's your idea. Never trust a soul here unless it's a souled human. They don't do that to each other. But don't trust the organic portals. When they need you in the beginning, they're nice, quote unquote. But after they took your plan, that's when the backstabbing, they run with your plan and you become homeless, and all of a sudden they're full of success and full of money, and you, the inventor, are eating dirt. And that's why I tell you guys, they are in your family, they're at the hospitals, they're everywhere. So you have to be wise, and you have to start using your discernment, guys, when dealing with them. They are not your friends. I've been telling you this a lot of times. Stay to yourself, and of course you have to be somewhat wise, because What did I want to say? See, I get distracted. It's an organic porter here reaching in a trash can out of the blue. He just materialized out of nowhere. But you have to. They run in your family. They run in churches. They run everywhere. Look these things here. Look, to distract me. But this is what I mean, guys. You have to start finding a safe space, and stop letting people dictate your pace, your moves, and be wise. Be intelligent at all times. And don't sleep with these organic portal women. Just look at them. Look at that nasty energy. You can see it on their face. But yeah, guys, be yourself, be authentic. Don't be running after people. Do not follow religion. You can believe in the Most High, but don't go to institutes. Don't be part of a cult. Don't be part of none of those places, because end of the day, they're all here to distract you. Just look at this. They're here to keep you stuck here. Well, yeah, that being said, guys, be at peace.